Zhenya, and this is Zhenya's kitchen. Today we're going to make, after Eric asking me so many times to finally make it, sliders. We're gonna make them with Hawaiian rolls, and we're not gonna make actual little burgers. We're gonna actually cook some ground beef, and we're gonna put cheese on it, because what sliders without cheese? Just a regular slider? Who wants that? No one. So let's start with putting our onion in the food processor, and we have a pound of ground beef, and we're gonna process the onion, and then we're gonna move on to the skillet. So the onion, I just have a medium-sized regular white onion, yellow onion, whatever onion. Cut this part and this part, and I have the food processor ready to be chopping. So I just cut it in quarters. We're gonna put it in. We're gonna chop it to tiny little bits. We'll be right back. This is gonna be loud. So the next step is our pan is at a little bit above medium temperature. We're gonna put some olive oil in here. No more than a tablespoon. Even our ground beef is 85-15, my favorite, not really fatty ground beef. It's still, you know, gonna leave some fat. So we're taking our onions and just dumping them in here. We're gonna cook them for a couple of minutes. Get them soft, give them a little color. It's a pretty hot pan, so it should be just a couple of minutes. After sweating the onions, that's a real expression. After sweating the onions for a couple of minutes, we're going to add our ground beef to it. Blop. With some apparently meat juices. And now we're just gonna break it down and continue cooking it until it's done. You might want to consider covering it. I might do that too. I'll think about it. I'll see how it starts cooking. But next thing all we're gonna do is just gonna break it down and keep cooking it. So I'm going to come back to you in about 15 to 20 minutes and see how this whole thing looks, and we're going to season it. After about 15 minutes, the meat looks beautiful, but what I want to do is I want to take out some of the fat. So I'm just gonna do this. That should do it. All right, I'm gonna go back to the stove and we're going to season this beautiful thing. So let's season it. We have salt. We can do about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. I'm just gonna do a teaspoon because we're gonna have a lot of different things. Just a pinch of Italian seasoning. Just a little bit. Seriously, in directions I'm gonna put pinch. Let's do some garlic powder. A couple teaspoons, because it will be delicious. About a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And my heat about is at medium at this point. I lowered it just a teeny weensy bit. I'm gonna mix it in. Alright. Looks delicious. We have regular yellow mustard. About a couple teaspoons, nothing crazy. It kind of is bitter for me, so I'm not a huge fan. I have barbecue sauce here. Very careful because it is gonna blob. About a couple of tablespoons. It's beautiful. And ketchup. About a couple of tablespoons as well. Alright. So now we're gonna mix it all in. Our next step is I'm gonna meet you back at the table, and we're going to prep our rolls for the sliders. We have to slice them in half, and I bought these gorgeous, delicious Hawaiian rolls. I'll see you at the table. So we have 12 Hawaiian rolls, and we might actually attempt and cut them all at once, and I might freak out and not do it, but let's try it. It's not easy, people. I'm trying. We're not gonna know if I'm doing a good job up until I try to lift it. It's possible. Wait, one little spot. Ta-da! I feel awesome right now, just so you all know. So we're gonna put this in here. I'm gonna go and get the meat, and we're gonna get the cheese, and also we still need to make the stuff to put on top. So let's put the meat and the cheese on it. I'll come back with all of that, and then we're gonna come back to put the stuff on top, and we're gonna bake it. So we got our meat, and we're gonna plop it on the top of the bread. And it's okay if some of it comes off a little bit. It's all right. Somehow it's all gonna get eaten. Yummy. It smells really good. I'm gonna try and get that meat from the side on the top here as much as possible. This smells so good. Okay. Kinda equally. Okay. Let's try and try. Alright. Next thing is we have mild cheddar here. Just cheese slices. And we're just going to put them on the top. If you want, you can use shredded cheese too. You can do anything you want. As I always say, you can do anything. You can put some mushrooms and more onions on the top. It's gonna be great. So next thing is we have the stuff. I'm gonna start the oven at 350, and I'm going to meet you again at the stove because we're gonna put the stuff that we're gonna put on the top. I'm gonna taste this meat while nobody's looking. I'll be right back. The next step is we're gonna take some butter at about 2 tablespoons. You can microwave it too, but for a cooler effect, we're gonna do it here. You can do more than that, depending on how much butter you like. Now we're gonna add some seasoning while it's melting. We're gonna put about a full teaspoon of garlic powder, pinch of salt, about a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and a pinch of pepper. Nothing crazy. And now we're gonna wait till it melts while mixing it around. This is all I'm doing right now. And the oven's at 350. We're waiting for it to get ready. I'll come back to you in basically 30 seconds when this whole thing melts. The most aromatic, delicious smelling melted butter is over here. We're gonna slowly put it all over our delicious Hawaiian buns. Whoops. Just brush it and pour it. Brush it and pour it. That's it. We're gonna go to the oven, 350. I'll time it. I have no idea how long it's gonna take, but we do know that this needs to get a little bit more golden and the cheese needs to melt. So at least we're talking 10 and 15 minutes. I'll time it, we'll come back. Taste test is gonna be amazing. Dinner is gonna be to die for. After 20 minutes in the oven, it looks amazing. We also ran a knife a little bit through it, so it'll be easier to serve. Let's get it. Slider. Ooh. And I am mentally prepared to burn my mouse. I'm okay with it. It's beautiful. It's hot. It's beautiful. You have all the spices on the top. You have the meat in the middle, and I have the gorgeous stringy cheddar cheese. This part wasn't hot. We'll see how it goes. Yummy. Hot. Cheesy. The meat is extremely flavorful. I was thinking you can put hot sauce in it if you want to make it spicy, or you can even go pineapples, because I was thinking, you know, how it was Hawaiian theme. Anyway, the bread has that sweetness and lightness, but then on top you have that savory flavor of all the spices and butter we put on it. The cheese is melting, you saw it, it's beautiful, stringy. This is delicious. This is gonna be dinner and another dinner. It's gonna last us a few days. I'm Zhenya. This is Zhenya's Kitchen. Please subscribe, because I mean, we're making the most delicious party food over here. And this was my take on hamburger sliders.